The last thing that the Lord said to me today is that Nigeria, the nation of Nigeria in Africa, is going to have a marked increase in guerrilla warfare and internal fighting. The Lord says that Nigeria is being deliberately destabilized, and their rebel groups are growing bolder and bolder. As a result, the people of Nigeria are going to end up wailing because they will lose their loved ones in daring raids, in more fires and more explosions that leave many dead in unexpected ways. So I do know that there is one group in Nigeria called Boko Haram, but the sense I was getting as the Lord was speaking to me in my sleep is that there seem to be other splinter groups that are either learning from Boko Haram's example and the fact that since 2013, the government does not seem able to get a handle on these people. And so other splinter groups have perhaps budded up like evil mushrooms in the country and learning from them. And therefore there's going to be, unfortunately, an increase in these shock raids and shock bombings that are going to leave a lot of people dead in raids. When they raid, this is usually when they take live captives and carry them off to the mountains or wherever they go and hide with these people. And the Lord said there's going to be more fires and bombings and explosions that leave people dead unexpectedly. So this is definitely high quality guerrilla warfare. He says that the Nigerian government is not prepared for this, nor are they equipped, meaning militarily or through strategy or through even spying to find out where these people are, nor are they prepared or equipped to face this type of terrorist onslaught. And as a result, Nigerians are going to get exceedingly agitated in the face of what seems like government helplessness and a distinct inability to protect them. As a result, the Lord said that modern migration patterns in Nigeria are going to change because the demographic of where tribes normally live in Nigeria is going to shift. So if there are tribes that normally live in the north of Nigeria or tribes that normally live in the south of the country, basically based on history, where they've always lived, also based on religion, where they're normally congregated, God said that there's going to be a complete shift in the migration patterns of this country because people will get tired of being bombed and blown to pieces on the local transport, the buses, I guess, and trains and whatever they use there. And they will start to move en masse to areas that are safer. And he says that Nigeria is already in an economic crisis, but it will grow worse. And being Africa's greatest oil producing nation will not stop the black horse from riding in that nation. And if I can just take you briefly to the book of Revelation, chapter 6, where it talks about the different horses, each horse being a portent. A portent is an omen or a sign of some of the things that we can expect to see in the end times. Revelation chapter 6, verse 6 says, "And I heard a voice in the midst of the four living creatures saying, 1 quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of wheat for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and wine." Sorry, verse 5 says, "When he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, 'Come and see.' And I look, and behold, a black horse, and he who sat on it had a pair of scales in his hand." This is the sign of coming economic tightness. We call it economic straits and limitations, and also economic collapse. Economic collapse is going to be part and parcel of the end times. A lot of people do not teach the end times properly. They're constantly talking about, yes, the fact that there are going to be creatures like the locusts from the pit and the fallen angel whose name is Apollyon being given the key to the bottomless pit and things like that. But also, we need to understand that going into the end times, it is going to be a very progressive difficulty where we move slowly from acceptable life, tolerable life, into the fact that many people are going to become homeless. Many people are going to be going hungry as prices skyrocket on normal goods, which we are already in the midst of here in the United States. So God said these things years ago, and there are still prophecies to read. So things are going to go incrementally, and economic collapse and economic struggle, economic crisis, and the collapse of nations as their currencies begin to topple and fall down. Understand that no nation will eventually have a currency, because the beast has his own money in mind that he plans to microchip or somehow put into and integrate into the human vessel so that your money becomes a part of you. And so breaking down national sovereignty and breaking down strong economies is all part of the beast system.